and welcome back. Today, as you can see on board, we are going to start the first chapter of civics of class 7. The name of the chapter is on equality. Okay class, have you ever wondered why you come in school in a school uniform? Have you ever wondered? You can come in colored uniforms as well. But why you are always called in school uniform? And is there any difference between the dressing sense or the way teacher teaches to the most intelligent student or to the most weak student of your class? The answer is no, because for a teacher, every student is equal. She will teach every student in the same way. She will treat all the students in an equal way. So here we are going to study this chapter. We will study about equality, the right of equality to every citizen of India. But before that, we have to study the case study. This in the beginning, this chapter gives the stories of three different people. The first one is Kanta. Kanta is a domestic helper. Domestic helper. It means she is a servant or a maid in someone's house. The second one is Om Prakash Valmiki. Om Prakash Valmiki was a student and later he turned out or he became a writer. But basically the story which we are going to share here is when he was a student. And third one, Mr. Ansari. Who is looking for a house on rent. Okay class, let's discuss the story of Kanta. Kanta along with her friend named Sujata, they are standing in a line for voting. They are standing on the election day, voting day, and they are standing in a line and they are waiting for their turn to cast the vote. And Sujata and Kanta are talking. See, Jain Sahab is also standing at the last of the row and he is also waiting for his turn to vote. And they both were talking. Kanta said, Sujata, isn't it very good that we all are standing in the same row and we are treated equally and there is no poor and riches. Even my master is standing at the last of this line. So we are equal. And this time I am going to vote for the one who promised or who will who has promised to supply the pipe water in my area. Now, Sujata said, Kanta, now this is your turn, go and cast your vote. Now she went there, both the women casted their vote, gave their votes, and then they were on their way back to home. And while they were on way, they noticed Mr. Jain, who was the master of Kanta. Kanta said namaste to him, and then she told Sujata that Gudiya is not well and she is suffering from fever. I have to take her hospital this evening, but before that I will have to go to my master's house to do the work and I'll ask some advance to them as well. Then she went to her home, gave some medicines or water kind of thing to her daughter, and she promised that you stay here, I will come in the evening and then I will take you to the doctor. Then she went to her Jan's family where she used to work as a domestic helper, and then she worked, cleaned their things, did her chores, and then she asked Mrs. Jan for the advance salary. Mrs. Jan gave her, and then she said, okay, but don't make it your habit. Don't keep on asking it again and again. Now she said, of course not, ma'am. And then she went and took her daughter to the hospital, government hospital, where she was standing in the long queue. And while she was standing in the long queue, she was thinking that there is a lot of difference between me and Mr. James, my master James, because they would never stand in a line for curing or curing their child's illness. So she said, we are not treated equally in the same country, even when we have the right of equality. Then other story, this was the story of Kanta. Now what about Om Prakash Valmiki? Om Prakash Valmiki is a famous Dalit writer. Dalit is the word which is used to refer people from low caste or lower section of the lower caste of the community, lower caste of the community. He was a Dalit writer, and he had written the famous autobiography. He has written his autobiography, and the name of his book is Juthan. Juthan, where he has described the struggles or the problems which the lower caste people face in our society. He shared a story in his autobiography Juthan, where he wrote when he was a student and he used to go to school, he was not allowed to sit with other people. While everybody used to beat him. His classmates used to beat him. They never liked to sit with Om Prakash Valmiki. He was treated like some other human being, and while he was given to sit on the floor only. And one day when his teacher used to cuss him bad words. He used to say bad words to him. He used bad words like Dalit and some other words which were not good to say in a school. Being a teacher, his teacher used to differentiate between students. And one day his teacher told him to sweep the whole school, and this boy swept the whole school area, and he stopped only while Om Prakash Valmiki's parents came to school and he complained about it. Then only his teacher stopped him from sweeping the school. So class, this is how Om Prakash Valmiki was treated unequally being a student, despite being a student. Now the third story is about Mr. Ansari, who is looking for a house on rent, and he went here and there in search of rent, and finally the broker took him to the street or to the locality where Pandits used to live. Now everyone was refusing him to give the rent, and when finally a landlady agreed to give him a rent, he asked him, what is your name? And when Ansari said, my name is Mr. Ansari, the lady said, we can't lend you home because our locality, we don't expect people, or nobody lives who eat chickens or non-veg. This is a society where only vegetarian used to live. But on everyone could feel the chicken smell or non-veg smell which was coming out from the neighboring house. So in this story also, he being a Muslim, he was treated unequally. Then the broker said, you can get the home very easily, but the only thing you have to do is you have to change your surname. Just make it Kumar. And Ansari said, no, why will I change my surname? So class, these three stories of Kanta, Om Prakash Valmiki and Mr. Ansari